Alright, here we are with Uro. I don't think I've ever played Uro as a commander, so here we are. Pretty simple, you just play some early mana dorks, hopefully, but let's not rely on that. Get Uro into play, and then from there you just draw go. Get him out of the graveyard, cast him again, swing some more, draw some cards, drown your opponent in value, and then play some somewhat large things. I'm not running Craterhoof Behemoth, I'm running like big X spells instead. I want to try some wacky cards like Body of Research, because this can make a token that will one-shot your opponent more often than not. It is a sorcery, and it can't defend itself. It does not fly, and it doesn't have trample. But it's a massive token, and I kind of want to try to get that to work. I am running, that's a good draw. Renin 7, and what's the other planeswalker that does the thing? Tameo. Just to fill your graveyard to get Uro out faster, Scape Shift. I am running Chaos Wand too, because I think this card is hilarious. It's like my favorite card. It doesn't really do much against certain decks, like you're not really going to hit anything against Brawl. You're going to hit a counterspell that doesn't matter, right? But it's still a really fun card when it works. I'm pretty sure the conjured spells you make go to your graveyard. So I'm going to run this in Kiora because they conjure cards, and I think those conjured copies go to the graveyard, which then in turn fuels Uro faster. I really do not like Lotus Field, but it also adds cards to the graveyard. Yeah, we got the war criminal that is Agent of Treachery. No Craterhoof Behemoth, though. Not a lot of creatures at all, really. Just banking on Uro being good enough. Oh yeah, Teferi too, because the draw go. Anything that just adds to the graveyard is nice. And yeah, let's see what happens. Like and subscribe. And if you've already liked and subscribed, do it again. I want to go back to Essica too. I've been brainstorming ideas. Essica's a weird commander. I want to get back to her. Maybe even the front half of Essica would be interesting. But probably not as, it doesn't stand out as much. It just makes your legendary stuff mana dorks, which you don't really need to do. Okay, our opponent probably didn't want to play against Uro. One would assume, at least. I've never played this deck, so... We're 1-0. We're never going to complete this quest, either. Not as blue-green. No notification, but you were ready? That's funny. Yeah, I was a wee bit late. Actually, I was an hour late to the stream. I was brainstorming in the lab, and I didn't want to stream that part. Okay, Teferi, that seems like a good matchup, especially with a hand like this. I can't say, well, I guess it would get better if I was on the play, but other than that, I think turn 1, turn 2 Gilded, and then yeah, this probably doesn't get much better. I wish I had like one of my few counter spells maybe. But I think we can win this. I feel like this is one of the decks where I'm not that scared against Teferi. Maybe I want to run Nezahal. Another massive uncounterable threat next to Kama seems really good. But maybe that's not true. Still dies to a sweeper, unless I want to discard like 40 cards to it. Portable Hole? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh. Alright, well I guess if they're gonna Portable Hole something, I would like it to be that. Alright, so we get the boring Uro trigger here. Going for Uro is fine. In fact, our opponent might even just let it happen. Like, why even care about Uro in a spot like this? It's gonna just, it's not doing much. So it'll probably resolve, honestly. Okay. Cool. How do you get the... You have to pay 5 and get 2? Okay. They scryed 2 cards at the top. That's no bueno. It's bad news bears. So we play this like that, and then we harrow... No. This, that, this. We harrow the tapped forest for blue-green. Snowy boys. And then I cast Uro, right? Yeah. I'll let Uro go to the graveyard. Decline. And pass, okay. Did I do that backwards? Did I? No, I think I had to do it that way. I think I was forced to do it the way I just did it. Okay, they knew this card because it was right on top. That's a cool commander. If you have no pressure, this is a... It's kind of like that Nissa, that blue-green Nissa that just sort of chills. Chills out for a bit. Alright, we're not doing much here. So I guess I should brainstorm. That's not good. So I'll put back... Essence Scatter doesn't seem good at all. And neither does this Mana Dork. So we'll do that. Doesn't matter. Cast this. Alright, this is starting to look grim. I guess I have to posture counter magic. I doubt they'll just go for Teferi. I don't know if... Is that bad if they do? I mean, do they even really need Teferi at this point? They can just sit back and chill. Nope, they just want to cast Teferi. I'm not going to continue. I would never, ever, ever, ever cast Teferi in that spot. Even if it resolves and you untap 2 mana and I have like a massive thing to do, you just would feel really bad that I just resolved it because I countered your... Like if I had Spell Pierce there or something, I just really don't think that's ever a spot to go for Uro. I'm going to run Nezahal. And I'm going to take out... see, I really like this card. I'm trying to think what I could even hit out of that deck. Like, what do I hit out of Teferi's deck that would have been... That literally would have done anything. No counterspell. Because you have to use this ability only as a sorcery, right? No, you can actually do this at instant speed. Okay, okay, so maybe you could fight with some weird... No, not O-Ring, no. Instant or sorcery. I could hit card draw. I could hit, like, time warp. But I could also hit something like... Do you have to cast it? No. I don't think you have to hit something like Day of Judgment. You wouldn't want to cast it most of the time. I think I'm going to keep it in for now and take out something else. I am running Frogify and the Elkify because I like to deal with Brawl and stuff, and I think it's funny. It's like your solid removal. I'm not a giant fan of Commit to Memory because I don't... Yeah, let's take Commit to Memory out. I don't want to get rid of my own graveyard. I'd like to keep it around for Uro. So that's probably good. Yeah, Epiphany. Extra turn stuff I could steal. If I'm against mono red, I can steal a burn spell and probably use it as a removal spell. I've never gotten it to work. I used it like during the seasonal thing when Historic Brawl was only around for like a couple days at a time, and I Chaos Wanded somebody playing like 5-color something. I don't know. It might have been Nif Visit. And I hit like Vanishing Verse, but it had no targets because their entire deck is multicolor. Okay, I guess we keep this. Play this as a land. I notice most of my decks, oh sweet, have a tapped land issue. I should circumvent this in some way. probably should have played the Sanctum. Oh, no, I had a Sanctum. Gotcha. I'm not used to these. These are my least favorite, like, untapped dual-colored lands. I just do not like the fast lands at all. Alright, so I'm just going to run out... Yeah, I'm going to run out this. Land. Put Uro to the graveyard. I could put Uro to the command zone and recast him one more time, because it doesn't really matter if you do that or how many times you do it. Oh, they have Fires of Invention. Okay, well. It's on my turn as well, right? Yeah, they can cast stuff on my turn and their turn, so it's like 4 cards turn cycle. I really feel like this should say 1 card a turn, not 2. It is just so disgusting. Yeah, maybe... Okay, now I'm learning. I should have put this in the command zone one more time, because I could just cast it again here. And now I obviously cannot. So instead, I could do this for 3 lands. That seems pretty satisfying. But then I'm not doing anything else. I could do it for 1 land, and then cast a 3-mana spell. That doesn't sound right. No, we're going to do it for 2. And then one of those will be untapped, so I can cast my Ornithopter. So we get Field of the Dead, because of course we do. And an untapped source of some caliber. That seems fine. So, Field of the Dead is in fact online. But they do have a giant dragon. They got Drown in the Loch, which is not great against us because Uro removes our graveyard. And they got Ashiok and Ionize. Okay. I'm curious why people don't just click OK on this. Because I think it auto-clicks whatever you can get. So, like, look, they just want to see what the whole thing is, that there's no going on the bottom or something? Okay, it's kind of strange. Alright, so if this works how I think it does, which it probably does, it means I can't cast anything and have it resolve. Because Fires of Invention means they can cast stuff on my turn? Oh, maybe not. I did not see a pause there. Okay, well now we know about a counterspell, so I guess Nezahal is better than anything, right? Fire's only their turn. Okay, so it's not as busted as I thought. Still really, really good. Agent would be good, but now they just leave up mana, right? But I guess I forced them to do that. I already have an uncounterable threat in my hand. Sacrifice a land, get 2... Or do I just cast this? Probably just leave up Roiling Regrowth. You know what? I don't like to do that. You know what? I'm going to leave it up. It's not like Haro. I don't sacrifice a land until it resolves. Okay, I guess it's a very good thing I did that. Because now I can do this. I can get some value out of the Field of the Dead blowing up. Really? Okay. I mean, that seems kind of strange. Okay. I mean, we'll take that. So do I steal this? Our opponent just put a land from a graveyard. I mean, I feel like they played that really weird. I just get to steal this now. Oh, no, I don't. No, I don't. I'm going to steal this. What am I talking about? And then I can run this out. Yeah, I don't care about this troll thing. Ashiok can bounce one of these 2 permanents. Probably bounce. They just instantly take my field. Take my, bounce the Fires of Invention? But then I get to steal something with Kiora, which means if they go for it again, I get to steal it. Yeah, Ashiok's not great here. So let's hope the other two cards are not great. Okay, that one is fine too. It's close to stealing my commander, which is funny. I think they still get a... Yeah, they still get a copy. Alright. Yeah, let's see if we can get this out of the way here. We're going to cast this using our mana. How does this work? Is it from hand? No, it's literally from anywhere. So I'd like to cast these for free. So I'll cast this. Wait, whoa. Can only cast 2 spells a turn. So it actually doesn't matter what I do. Alright, that's unfortunate. I guess I'm just doing this then. One, two, three, four, five. I'll just get this out of the way so the Scarab God has no target. Our hand is very good. I will not play that land because I want to discard it to Ashiok's ability, because the other 2 cards in my hand are absolutely insane. They ZZZ emote at me? I wasn't looking. Poor opponent. Do we sauce them back with the white square? Do I give them the white square? Oh, it's not a white square. It's a... Okay, I didn't know that. I never clicked it. No. This is the best one, though. But you always sauce them with the heart back, though. You always send the love when they're upset. They played a card I would probably not play in this instance. I guess... I mean, Ashiok seems like the best... One of the best things they could do here. So I don't know. I don't know what that's about. Maybe they forgot they didn't have Fires of Invention anymore. Yeah, imagine playing Fires of Invention and then getting upset. This is a really good card in 5-color decks. I don't even know if I have it in Essica, actually. I keep overlooking this card. Because it just gives you, you can tap for any color. Alright, looks like our opponent's just upset and is no longer present. That's unfortunate. We did sort of draw everything. And it's nice that this deck can get to these things quickly. This has hexproof. They can't bounce Agent of Treachery. They can bounce this, but then they can't recast it instantly. They can bounce this, but that also doesn't really do much. Yeah, they do have a right to be upset. I played the worst egregious card of all time. They just played like the 4th most egregious card. What did they name for color on this? Red? And then they played this as red, so they had double red. Interesting that they did that with only a single green source. Okay, alright. What do I steal? Do I take back my Field of the Dead, undoing like 3 turns of progress for our opponent? Or just steal... No, I'll just steal the thing that's like killing me. Yeah, let's just do that. Because now they have to kill it themselves if they decide to come back. It does let them recast it, but they could have always just killed it anyways on their side of the board. If they really felt like that's something they had to do. I don't care about Scarab God. And if there was a way they win this, it's definitely just flying over my entire board. But I'd like to be able to cast this before like the game makes them concede. Because I have never actually cast this card. Yeah, they are also dead on board. But they have something in hand they can cast. It's not over till it's over. Are they... Okay, it has to be double removal spell though, you're right. Because the 8/8 has hexproof. I can't kill that specifically. That's funny. I didn't get to make the giant token. Oh well. We made our opponent upset. So the first game we played against was a Niv Mizzet deck, right? and they just scooped turn 0, and then that was and then Teferi, and then Niv Mizzet again. Maybe that's why it's a bad matchup. I don't know. I feel like this is a really bad matchup. This is that red dwarf that ramps faster than I do for some egregious reason. Okay, we can make the giant token they can't deal with. Unless they active treason it, but if we close our eyes and we can't see active treason, they clearly don't have it. Alright. You. Yes, you. We would really like this to not die. And it's going to die. They have specifically a burn spell for... Oh, they didn't cast it. Okay. 7 dwarves. That is spicy. So you can have 7 copies of this specifically in your deck. Alright, put us all in on the dwarves. Alright. Good thing it didn't die, so we can do this now. Now we're good. If this died, we wouldn't be able to play this turn, because this comes in tapped, and we'd be falling behind. But now I don't care too much about Llanowar Elves. I could even scape shift, honestly. That's, well, I guess not this early. Do we run in 6? Renin 7? Oh, it's only a 3/3. Oh my god, that's not good at all, is it? Fine. Okay. So hopefully they just... Yep. Now, I could keep this token around. Oh, they don't have to make contact with face to make treasure tokens. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. They're going to ramp more than I am. Because this is just, like, the best red commander for that. I mean, it's really the only one. Alright, well, it's going to die either way, so I might as well try to get this token big enough that it avoids, like, everything. That is not how we get there. Alright, well, now I sort of have to do this. I would like a second green source in play anyways. Alright, so now it's a 4/4. I'll run this out, I guess. Okay, how close are we to casting this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we can do it next turn. It stops pretty much everything they can ever do, except that. Anything that flies, I guess I can't deal with it. What does this do? Okay, taking 6. Yeah, we're gonna block. Nope. Alright, I can make the token. But then I'm just dead to the air. I don't know. Maybe there's a chance I find a way to, like, get this to hit them in the face. Oh, yes. Yes. Now it has to do something. Oh, they could just play another dragon and instantly give it haste and we're dead. Creatures you control have haste. Okay, they already had haste. Is that kill us? 4. Yep, alright, cool. Boring. I hate red. If we drew like a couple more lands, just one more land in that reach token could just not have to trade. It feels kind of weird that I had to trade with it. It's not often your Renin 7 token is small like that, you know. But oh well. I mean, that's just mono red though. It's not, I mean, it's just This is what it is. Uro would have not done much. If I was going to play a mono red deck, it's probably going to be Magda. You don't even really need to play Dwarves. Magda just swinging gives you the ramp you probably want. Alright, let's see if we can learn something against a seasoned Essica player. Alright, play all the shock lands. That's not what I learned so far. Do I do this or this? They're kind of similar. I guess one of them's harder for our opponent to deal with. Alright, play all the triomes. I got that part down. Okay, Spell Pierce. Run Spell Pierce and Essica. Gotcha. I guess it was a good bait, because now I can do this. Snow. Hand's not great, but that's what Uro's for. So yeah, I guess the first time Uro goes to command zone, I just instantly let that happen. Like I just cast it. It's also one of the worst commanders to counter. Like you never want to counter Uro. Really? Wow. Okay, well, so we do bring it to the command zone the first time. And then I suppose I'll play this. These are kind of similar. Okay, so they Spell Pierced and Syncopate it. Oh, come on. Why does this happen to me, dude? Ugh. Why must this happen? Yeah, mutate it. Body of Research, Fling. Fling? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. Fling. Shoot. Oh, no. I messed up. I didn't leave up Counterspell, because this would have played untapped, and then I don't have to swing. Ulvenwald Hydra. Okay, I guess that's fine. I wonder if I should run that. It's another card I keep forgetting exists. I can't craft it, so I guess it doesn't matter. Oh boy, how exciting. Alright, so we're far away from doing anything, and apparently they have a ton. If they're running Spell Pierce and Syncopate, they're obviously running a bajillion other counters. So I guess we just lose. Oh, look, it's a 1-minute counterspell. Alright, yep, whatever. Cool. Yeah, if I had a way to fling that giant token, that'd be great. I wouldn't have to worry about anything at all. Just fling the token. Suppose that is possible. You just have to consistently get the spell, though. A 5-color deck is probably the way to do it. Yeah. They probably had... Yeah, but they had Spell Pierce and Syncopate in their deck. So they probably had 20 to 30 counterspells, which apparently just always works. I don't know what you do against more aggressive strategies. That was the problem I bumped into. Like their hand to its entirety is really, really bad against things that are even slightly faster than me here. Okay, this seems good. This seems like a bad matchup for me. I feel like this is some sort of combo deck. I don't think I've ever played against Emery, actually. But I'm pretty positive it's going to wind up being some sort of combo deck. Do I want to counter Emery next turn? Do I care? What else am I doing? I feel like I'm going to counter more serious things. There's also a chance Emery doesn't hit anything of substance because there's not too many artifacts in this format that are great. So Emery doesn't have a ton of things to do. Alright, well they completely shut down my commander coming out of the graveyard. Okay, Tails End. It's out of the game, I guess. Brainstorm. They can get back Arcane Signet. Oh, I can just turn it into a 3/3. Do I want to do that? Is that what we want to do? I feel like that's what I want to do. I'm not going to die to this 3/3, so... Now, do I leave up this, or do I foretell? Dive down? Yeah, no. I'm going to shut down your commander indefinitely. Alright, I'll play this, that's fine. We really have no grave. They basically have Rest in Peace, because I'm not going to fill my graveyard up faster than they're going to get rid of it. I really hope this winds up being super effective. I don't know how many bounce spells they're running. What? Okay. I don't think I would do that. Ever. But something's telling me they just top decked this from sacrificing it, so apparently it paid off. I don't think I would do that, though. I think that's extremely important, because now Uro's back online. I don't think I agree with this. Ramp spell or Uro? I think Uro. Just start casting Uro. The first time I cast him, I don't put him to the graveyard. So it goes there. This is kind of why I hate Lotus Field. It's effectively doing everything it needs to do right now. It's not a big deal. How close are we to this giant token? Green, green, green. No. Blue, 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 green, green, green. Oh, am I just dumb? Blue, 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 green, green, green. Okay, whoops. I could have just cast it. Whoops. I feel like that would have been huge, too. So now we have to contest counterspells, and we probably shouldn't have been contesting counterspells to go for this massive, thick boy. I literally did not realize I could cast this. Okay. This is probably going to be a land. I mean, I'm not going to go for it now, but I should have. No, this is going to be land. This is going to tap for green. So I can cast this. Okay, that's good. That's fine. Can I do both? I can do... Yes, I can still recast it. Which is pretty huge. Nice. Bigly. Bigly plays. Alright, just fire up the Crawling Barrens, please. Sauce me with that Barrens. That's fine. That was a counter spell. I am happy with this. Opponent is, in my opinion, playing this rather odd. I feel like this is the kind of stuff you just do this on your end step, or my end step. Right? You never do it on your own end step. Do that on my end step, and be in a little bit better of a position. They definitely playing this weird. Sacrifice 2 artifacts, draw a card. Okay, so they can sacrifice the Mox Amber and this thingy. They don't want to do that. Block. This can be big enough to stop the damage from the elk, but I don't think I care because we have this. Hey, yes. Yes. Alright, now this is the game we can sauce him with the 85 damage. Sai will make a lot of blockers, but again, if they have a bounce spell and they're not using it on their Emery... Aww. Alright, the mono blue deck found a way to destroy my token. Ugh. Oh, I had dreams, dude. I had dreams. Fine. Land, please? No. Oh my god. No, go to the graveyard. Alright, look for a land, put this here and sacrifice it. This just cycles, basically. Okay, we found a land. Play this, pass. How close am I to casting multiple things in one turn? I need 10 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 mana. Okay. So what does this do? When you cast a spell, untap everything. Sure. That's fine. Everything has pseudo-vigilance. I don't think I care. With Emery, that would obviously, like, combo me out, but... Okay, good. They're tapped out now, right? They can cast something for 1 mana? Oh, no. It looks like they can. They already played a land for the turn. But I don't care if they untap their creatures. That obviously doesn't matter. Yep, we run this out first, and then I cast Uro. Yeah, they have 1 blue mana untapped, and they can use it for something. I don't know what it is, but it can't counter Uro. Wait, why can I not cast Uro? Oh, did I tap wrong? I think I tapped wrong. Whoops. Yeah, I think I messed that up. They can spell pierce this, but I don't care. Also, I don't think it is a spell pierce. I think it's like a brainstorm or something. Okay. Yeah, let's run out Uro. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we can block, so we're not going to die to the board. Crawling Barrens can be a bit of a problem, but it's so far away from actually killing me. I'll play the Hydra. And then I'll play this, and then I will pass. No, yes, we will pass. Because I'm not going to swing with anything. I can't believe they killed my dude. Alright, so I can mutate, or whatever it's, adapt. Adapt my Inky Boy. And then use the 3 mana to Harrow something. Karn. Karn is slow advantage. It also can get... Oh, they didn't tap this first. Rip. It can get a big token. Okay, we don't care about either of these, but I guess I'll give them the soft counter. That doesn't matter. I'm aware of it now, so I suppose I will not cast Harrow. Maybe I should have gave him the gate, just so I can get it out of the way sooner. Because it's going to happen no matter what I do. If they swing with this Barrens, I am going to block it. Okay, they're not going to. I forgot it. It's not instantly a 6/6. For some reason I thought it was. I don't know why I thought that. They want to trade flyers. Really? Yeah, I didn't think so. Alright, so we'll just adapt here. Oh, we can play around Miscast. We can actually play around Miscast. So I suppose I will. For some reason I thought I had less mana than I did, which I've noticed I've been doing more and more lately. I guess I'm getting old. Yeah, this seems fine. And then I can crack the locket now, too. That's really nice. I love these lockets. We can frogify Sigh. That's really funny. If I swing and they block with Emery, it is back online. Now, that means I have to try to get Frogify to do something. I don't know how good that is. I don't... And then if they do that and I fail to Frogify this, they can start getting this back with Emery, and then I pretty much lose. I think this is a combo with Chromatic Sphere. It's like a hard lose if it doesn't work. So I suppose I just draw go. Do I play lands here? I think I should, yeah. Yeah, I really don't think I can afford to let Emery die. That's the problem. But I feel like I have to draw cards, though, because Karn's going to do the same thing I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm just going to do this. I did not draw anything good. The way they're... Oh, wow. Okay, it's safe to assume our opponent was not aware of that outcome. Though I don't know why they traded a bird. That seems strange to me. I don't think I would do that. I guess I'll get this in play, sure. And I have no reason to Frogify now. I wish I had some kind of mana sink. Like even a, what's it called? Spectral Sailor would be really good here. I was thinking about running a Spectral Sailor too. Just having mana sinks is nice when you're in a position like this, because I don't have a massive reoccurring draw engine or something. Well, I sort of do. They spark double. So now I have to deal with this, because they can spark double Emery. Yep. I think I'm right about what's in their hand. It's a 1-mana cantrip. I think I've assessed that. Yeah, it's either a 1-mana cantrip or maybe another dive down effect. It's one of those two. It's more than likely a dive down effect. I don't know what it could be, but they're not casting it, and it's obviously they're in a desperate mode right now. Okay, they just don't want to play Magic anymore. No, the dive down was in the graveyard, because they dive downed their own Emery, thinking it like after it got hexproof that they wouldn't have to worry about this staying on it, but they probably didn't know it stays no matter what. Because it's not protection. Yeah, the dive down was right here. It was the other blue protection spell that like the blue-red Niv-Mizzet deck used to run in Standard. It was this one and then the other one. I think that's what was in their hand, because it was not Spell Pierce. It was something that was castable at any point, including their own turn, and it was 1 mana. So, unless it was a cantrip that for some reason they were not casting, it was a protection spell for what I assume is just a way to keep Emery from, not dying. That was nice. That was a cool game. Trying to think. No, I don't think I don't think anything. Yeah, I liked the avenue I took there in that game. I don't think there was anything I would have done different. Looking back. If I did not have the Elkify, I would have lost because they found the entire combo. Really fast, too, all things considered. Okay, so it's Magda again. The combo is the engine, Paradise Engine, whatever, and then like the Chromatic Sphere, and you can keep pulling it out of the graveyard and draw your whole deck. Green. Detection Tower. That's a weird one. Is this a dwarf? Of course it's a dwarf. So do I block it? Is that what we're doing here? Are we blocking it with one of our dudes, or are we just exploring? I feel like I'm going to just cast this. I think I offer the trade. Slow them down. It doesn't even really slow them down, though. It really doesn't slow them down. Okay, this just doesn't slow them down, because trading for their commander doesn't do much at all. Oh, it taps. Oh, it's when it taps, not when it attacks. Okay, so these are the exact same creatures my last opponent played against me. In this deck. That's not good. I feel like I can't afford right now to miss on this explore, so I sort of have to play this. And it also means I don't have to tap the Paradise Druid. And then I can bank on hitting a land, Circuitous Route, and then try to reset the board with Ujin. Ujin might single-handedly win the game. Whenever this attacks, put a counter on it. Okay. They're crewing it immediately. Sure. Oh, because they can give it haste. Yeah. Okay, and they also have 4 times as much mana as I do. Alright, we drew a land, so I can kind of do everything I want. I don't think I'm dead next turn, so there's that. Then I'll play this, get some tokens, lands. Land and this one? Yeah. Okay, so we have Ujin mana, but we lose Ujin almost instantly to this giant crew thing. This is just absurd. Okay, well, I guess I'm taking 10. Yeah, this is so stupid. This is ridiculous. There's no doing anything about this. Okay, so now all of their creatures are dwarves, so they just continue to make treasure tokens. I can sweep the board, but then I'm dead to any creature that can crew this, which is literally any creature, including their commander, because it's only crew 1 for some reason. So we lose. Cool. Yep, this is probably the best red commander. I don't think it actually has any competition, honestly. The only competition is like the 4 mana dude, who is also a dwarf, I think. So you just run him in your deck anyways. Your deck. It like doubles all your damage or something like that. I think that one's just better though. I want to see what it does when it doesn't have that 3/2 give your whole deck haste though, because every time I play against it, they have it. You only have 1 copy of that one, unlike the 7 dwarves. Alright, so we're against, was it Sisay? Captain Sisay, which is, what does it do? Tutors for legendaries. Okay, alright, fine. I crafted Cavalier of Thorns for this deck, so I've never cast this card before. No. Okay. I don't think I've ever gotten value off of Tatyova before either. Alright, so we'll keep this. We'll play this. It's kind of like the first hand. It's pretty similar to the first hand, except I don't have a brainstorm. Alright, well, I guess they get their commander out before I do. And now they just draw 2 cards a turn, except one of them is the perfect card. We're way behind. I can try to do this after I get Tatyova in play, but what am I doing in the meantime? not really anything. So we get this and this. Only green and white legendaries. I've never played against Captain Sisay. Okay. That doesn't really matter. It does kind of make their board massive slowly, which is a bit of a problem. Alright, let's get our first value ever off of this Tatyova. And it's off of Shockland too, it's kind of funny. So I will pass. This doesn't give spells hexproof, right? No, just you and creatures. I don't care. I'm not really doing anything about that anyways. I will negate this. I will negate pretty much anything, because Sisay, I'm almost never going to negate anything Sisay gets. And I don't find myself having the desire to negate Gideon, really. Oh my god. I can never keep Tatyova around. It's a curse, I swear. I can't keep Captain Tatyova, yeah. Tatyova around. It's just impossible, dude. I just can't do it. Alright, so I can't even get it back either with this now. My god, dude. One day. But anyways, we're gonna do this. And then I'm gonna get Agent of Treachery, I suppose, with the Fierce Empath, because I can't really get anything else that matters. I can get Kama. Ooh, that counters a literal legendary spell. So we put you in the graveyard right now? I don't think so. Do I? Ooh. By the time I go to cast you, I might... No. Stay in the graveyard. And then I'll cast Fierce Empath getting... No, I really think I should leave up Tail's End, though. So that in that case, I should regrowth something? What am I regrowthing? A rant spell? That doesn't seem great. No, we're just going to pass. Tail's End is one of the better draws for me, I think. I don't know how many legendaries I'm scared of. And again, it's just green-white. Yo, if I don't order pizza right now, it won't show up on time. Vorniclix? Okay, let's not lose to Vorniclix. Take 3. Okay, so we will play land. And then this has reach. That's pretty cool. I think I'm going to... There's no way to surprise my opponent with it. Like, I can't flash this in, or I can't cast this in the same turn. There's just no way to do it, so... Put a land card in the battlefield, okay. Oh, dude, I milled over Agent. Are you serious? Oh, I milled over Agent. Oh, okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm going to shuffle anyways. I mean, I can pick up Agent, and now it is more of a surprise because I can, in fact, cast it in the same turn sequence. But I really wish I didn't do that, obviously. Because the other targets are not great. Like, Ulamog's not great when their whole thing is hexproof. Maybe it's still fine, but Kama's probably just better than Ulamog. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Kind of close to Ulamog. But I feel like one of these are just better. Maybe I'm wrong. This forces them to get legendary creatures and not planeswalkers, because planeswalkers do not have hexproof. And it's a looming threat that they can't just deal with because it's in my hand. Okay, I've sold myself. They're end-stepping Captain Sisay. How adorable. God Pharaoh statue? Okay, that makes Ulamog to cost 2 more. I think that is totally fine. Okay, there's not many removal spells, but there are quite a few things that they can... Ooh, yeah, it's not great. It looks great, but there's a lot of legendaries, I think, that deal with this token, so it's not great. I think I prefer to Oh, can I take it, though? No, I can't even do that. 5 and 2. It actually is kind of annoying right now, I'm not going to lie. Alright, I'm just going to windmill it. No source of plowshares, so let's see you deal with this. Gideon does deal with it, but I can primal command it. Oh, they just got the Wanderer, which also deals with it. Oh, man. Okay, their opponent's pulling out the sauce. What does this do? Prevent all non-combat damage. Okay. Not the scariest thing. We're just slowly losing to, like, this incremental nonsense. Well, that would have been good, huh? Alright. Wow, they can actually just deal with Uro with that, too. Alright, I'll just cast this, I guess. You and you. Well, if we ever find Field of the Dead, we're in a good spot, I guess, right? How much mana do we have? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10. I can regrowth something right now, but I feel like I want to leave up Counterspell. Okay, so value non-creature spells 4 or more. I don't care about that. What do they just exile? Sure. This has no plus, right? Yeah. I don't think I care about this. Right? It doesn't really do anything against... I mean, it does do stuff against my entire hand. Yeah, you know what, fine. It does kind of mess with my whole hand and not just certain things. I can go for Uro now. I mean, I might as well. I'm not doing anything else. Linvala. Activated abilities of creatures can't be activated, so no more Minidorks. Does that turn off Chaos Wand? No, it doesn't turn off Chaos Wand. Chaos Wand is not going to do much anyways. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. This God Pharaoh statue is actually doing things, which is crazy, because I'm not big on that card. I guess if my whole hand is massive, expensive things, then yeah, I suppose it is always going to do something. Ujin. Okay, so they can blow up Uro. But I think that's fine, because I just want to get the triggers off of it. Whether it dies or attacks, I don't think it matters. They're almost just giving me something to do next turn. No, just leave it in the graveyard. Yeah, this doesn't really do that much. It lets them swing with some more things, I guess. But that's pretty much all I was going to do anyways. As a whole, yeah, you'd be nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lands would be great. Any land, please. Give me lands. That would be nice. I'm surprised I have not seen Gideon yet, because it would just shut down the damage of this. Ulamog of their own. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cool. Alright. Our opponent won. With Captain Sisay. Literally, slowly, like, kind of locking me out of doing things. And they won that way. That's really unfortunate. That's a cool deck, though. That is definitely a deck I'll have to keep in mind. I liked what just happened to me. I got destroyed. Sisay lets you play a whole lot of jank. Wow. Okay. Yeah, if they didn't have a mana dork, I feel like if they were just one turn slower, we would have been in a really good spot. But I mean, that's the power of mana dorks, right? And they just do stuff faster than you're supposed to be able to. So we were in a position a couple times where I had nothing to do. I had no mana sink. Like, you know, Golos is a mana sink and does similar stuff like this. And so it's hard to get Uro to... You don't really want to be in a spot where you're top decking. And there was a couple games there where I really was top decking. And I got this token into play a few times and it just didn't matter. It's really unfortunate. I got one trigger off of Tatyova and then I got Swords to Plowshared. And yeah, Primal Command wasn't good against Sisay because whenever I put on top, they can actually just tutor it away if they don't feel like they want to draw it. And if they do want to draw it, it's probably a legendary that I put on top that they can just tutor for anyways, so it's not really doing much. Chaos one, maybe I should have just windmill slammed it and they had like a sweeper that I could hit. I don't even know if that's that good in that position. Maybe. Yeah, maybe that was my last chance. I should have just went for this. Yeah, maybe that was right. I don't know. They were able to cast Ujin cheaper because... No, Ulamog cheaper because Ujin makes things cost 2 less. Colorless cards. So they could just cheat them into play, which is unfortunate. If I didn't mill over the agent and I got it with Fierce Empath, I would have been able to cast it, but I really didn't have any solid targets for it because everything had a hexproof. Craterhoof Behemoth would not have been lethal. Yeah, I don't know. That was an interesting list. I don't see it getting that much better. The only thing you really want to change is some mana sinks, like Spectral Sailor. Spectral Sailor is a good one. There's another one that does something similar to this. It's like a 2-mana 2/1, and for 5 mana, you can draw 2 cards and spam that instead. I never got a chance to cast a massive, what do you call it, Hydroid Crisis. Or Mass Manipulation. I never got the chance to use that. That would have been kind of good in that spot. But again, everything had hexproof, so not really. But yeah, stuff like this would be better. But I'm not going to change it. This is just the list I'm going to put in the description. I might come back to this one, but I have other ideas I want to do before I come back to Uro. I just realized I had never played an Uro deck, and I'd like to have played one. But yeah, thanks for watching. And if you made it this far, like, subscribe, deck list in the description below, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.